Hello clever people and welcome to my review for Charlie's Angels. So Charlie's Angels is a remake kind of the early 2000s movie, which was kind of a spin-off of a TV show that was all about Charlie's Angels. So really, this movie kind of just takes the name brand and kind of makes its own spin on the story. The story is about a younger woman who is involved with this technology, but the technology has this special property that when activated incorrectly is going to harm quite a few people. So she gets recruited for Charlie's Angels and they go undercover trying to save people from this bad technology. I was not looking forward to this movie at all. The trailers were really poor, and even people who aren't like big film snobs like me, like my father, thought that this movie looked terrible. And even my mother did. I mean, nobody, it seemed, was looking forward to this movie, and the lack of the quality of the trailers showed because this movie bombed. It did terribly at the box office. So I went into this with really low expectations. I wasn't expecting anything out of it. I thought it was probably just going to be a terrible movie. And Charlie's Angels, it's not great. It's just not as bad as I expected it to be. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it necessarily. The acting in it is fine. I mean, it's paced well. There's really not a whole lot with this film that's bad. It's just okay. I mean, my biggest problem with it is that it has nothing original in it. Is that it feels like a copy-pasted movie. And another huge problem is that kind of stems from that, is that all the twists and turns throughout the film are very predictable. You can tell them coming from a mile away, and the reason you could tell that was because you knew the way that this plot was going to go. You knew how the movie was going to end. And it really did kind of mess with my enjoyment of the movie because the entire time I knew exactly what was going to happen and there was absolutely nothing surprising in it. And also for an action movie, the action is terrible. It's really hard to tell what's going on. The choreography is really poor. And overall, I just didn't find anything to like about it. It felt very wonky. It didn't feel like it was shot well. And I mean, the actors were definitely trying really hard in the action scenes, but another huge problem was that they just went on too long. They were like 20 to 30 minutes long, and it kind of felt like they were doing that in replacement of no plot. Overall, there's just nothing offensive about this movie. It's generally entertaining. It's well shot. It's in focus. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with this movie. It just wasn't for me, I guess. I wasn't that entertained. Once it was over, I completely forgot about it. It's just forgettable. It flows well. It's well paced. It's well edited. But in the end, it's just not a great film. I will give Charlie's Angels a 5 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for Charlie's Angels. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what did you think of the original films from the early 2000s? Comment in the comment section below, and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.